Hello, dear viewers and fellow soap opera enthusiasts. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, your ultimate source for all things dramatic, heart-wrenching, and utterly addictive in the world of daytime television. We're the passionate team behind this channel, dedicated to dissecting every scandal, every secret, and every shocking revelation from your favorite shows. Today, we're zooming in on the electrifying events from Days of Our Lives that aired on Monday, October 20th. If you're the type who can't wait for the next episode and thrives on spoilers, predictions, and in-depth analysis, you've come to the right place. Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the chaos unfolding in Salem, a town where no secret stays buried for long, and every alliance is just one betrayal away from crumbling. For those new to our channel, Days of Our Lives has been captivating audiences for decades with its intricate web of family feuds, forbidden romances, and life-altering twists. Set in the fictional Midwestern town of Salem, the show follows the lives of the Horton, Brady, DiMera, and Kiriaki's families, among others, as they navigate love, loss, power struggles, and the occasional supernatural element. October 20's episode was no exception, delivering a cocktail of suspense, emotional turmoil, and cliffhangers that left fans gasping for more. In this extended article, we'll not only recap the key moments, but expand on them with dramatic flair, exploring character motivations, potential future plotlines, and the ripple effects that could reshape Salem forever. We'll make it more vivid, more intense, and yes, longer than our usual digests, because these stories deserve the full spotlight they crave. Let's start with the heart of the episode, the escalating nightmare surrounding Sophia's paternity scandal. Oh, the agony. Picture this. Changsa, that ever-vigilant matriarch with a heart of gold but nerves of steel, is absolutely beside herself. She's been through the ringer before. Remember those dark days when family secrets threatened to tear everything apart, but nothing compares to the gut-wrenching worry she's feeling now for her beloved daughter. The episode opens with Changsa pacing the dimly lit living room of their modest home, her hands clasped tightly, eyes wide with a mix of fear and fury. She overhears Tate spilling the beans, those fateful words that shatter the fragile peace. "It's true, Mom." The DNA test confirms it all. The camera lingers on Changsa's face as the color drains from her cheeks, her breath catching in a dramatic gasp that echoes through the silence. Horror washes over her like a tidal wave. Brady, that brooding anti-hero with a history of impulsive decisions, has gone ahead and conducted a secret DNA test without consulting anyone. It's a betrayal that cuts deep, reopening old wounds from past deceptions in the Brady family lineage. But the drama doesn't stop there. Sophia, the enigmatic young woman at the center of this storm, is now on the run. We see her in a frantic montage, darting through rain-slicked streets of Salem under the cover of night, her coat pulled high to hide her tear-streaked face, glancing over her shoulder as if the shadows themselves are pursuing her. Why is she fleeing? The paternity results have upended her world, exposing lies that could destroy reputations and relationships. Is she running from shame, from confrontation, or from something far more sinister? The episode teases us with possibilities. Perhaps she's carrying her own secrets, like a hidden alliance with one of Salem's notorious villains, or maybe she's protecting someone else entirely. Whatever the case, her disappearance adds a layer of thriller-esque suspense to the soap's usual romantic entanglements. Enter Steve Johnson, the grizzled private eye with a patch over one eye and a knack for uncovering the truth, no matter the cost. Steve, ever the loyal friend and investigator, has been hot on Sophia's trail. Using his tech-savvy skills, honed from years of dodging DiMera schemes, he tracks her phone signal. The tension builds as he stares at his laptop screen in a dimly lit office, the glow illuminating his determined expression. "Gotcha," he mutters, pinpointing her last known location, a seedy bar on the outskirts of Salem, time-stamped at midnight. The bar, with its flickering neon signs and haze of cigarette smoke, is the perfect hideout for someone desperate to vanish. Steve speculates aloud to Brady, who's pacing like a caged animal beside him. She might have holed up in one of those upstairs rooms, cheap, anonymous, no questions asked. The two men exchange a charged look, the weight of their mission hanging heavy in the air. Brady, tormented by guilt over his role in the DNA debacle, clenches his fists, his voice raw with emotion. "We have to find her, Steve, before it's too late." Their hunt promises to be a roller coaster of twists and turns, far beyond a simple search. Imagine the scenes unfolding. Steve and Brady bursting into the bar, interrogating the grizzled bartender who claims to remember nothing, only to discover a discarded phone in the alleyway. A deliberate misdirection? Or perhaps they climb the creaky stairs to the upstairs rooms, kicking in doors to reveal empty beds and scattered clues. A torn photograph, a cryptic note, or even a bloodstain that hints at foul play. The episode masterfully builds suspense, leaving us to wonder what surprising details they might unearth. Could it be evidence of Sophia's involvement in a larger conspiracy, like ties to the Kiriakis Empire's shady dealings? Or something more personal, like letters revealing long-lost family connections that could rewrite Salem's history? One thing's for sure, this pursuit isn't just about finding Sophia, it's about unraveling a tapestry of lies that could ensnare half the town. Meanwhile, across town, Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree are plunged into their own vortex of frustration and uncertainty. These two star-crossed lovers, who fought tooth and nail for their happiness amid family rivalries and personal demons, are now left completely in the dark about Sophia's whereabouts. Johnny, with his signature charm masking a simmering intensity, slams his fist on the kitchen table of their cozy apartment. "We need answers, Chanel. Sophia's caused enough chaos, faking documents, manipulating the adoption process. She has to come clean." Chanel, ever the resilient fashionista with a sharp wit, nods fiercely, her eyes flashing with determination. But alas, they're forced to play the waiting game. The episode cuts between their anxious conversations and flashbacks to the trouble Sophia stirred, forged signatures on adoption papers, whispered threats in shadowy corridors, all designed to sabotage their dreams of building a family. Will they get the confession they crave? For now, they're sidelined, their impatience boiling over into heated arguments that test their bond. It's classic days drama, love strained by external forces, with the promise of reconciliation or rupture hanging in the balance. Shifting gears to another emotional hotspot, Javi and Leo, that dynamic duo whose banter often lightens Salem's heavier moments, are now gripped by worry over little Tesoro. Tesoro, the innocent child caught in the crossfire of adult machinations, represents hope and vulnerability in this tangled web. As news of the paternity scandal ripples through Salem like wildfire, whispers in coffee shops, urgent phone calls, front-page headlines in the local paper, Javi and Leo huddle together in their living room, faces etched with concern. Leo, the flamboyant gossip columnist with a heart bigger than his ego, paces dramatically. This could ruin everything for Tesoro. Adoption processes are fragile enough without this bombshell. Javi, more grounded but equally protective, pulls him into a hug. "We'll fight for him, Leo. No matter what." Their fears are palpable. How will this scandal impact Tesoro's future? Could it derail the adoption entirely, exposing the child to custody battles or worse? The episode amps up the drama with chilling speculation. There's a real chance Sophia, in her desperation, might attempt to kidnap Tesoro. Visualize the heart-pounding sequence, Sophia lurking in the shadows outside the daycare, her eyes fixed on the playground where Tesoro laughs innocently. Or perhaps a midnight intrusion, with alarms blaring and heroes racing to the rescue. It's a plot twist straight out of a thriller novel, heightening the stakes and reminding us that in Salem, no one is truly safe. Adding fuel to the fire, Aaron, Sophia's potential biological link, could emerge as a contender for custody once the DNA results go public. Aaron, with his own backstory of abandonment and redemption, might storm into courtrooms armed with lawyers and emotional pleas. Tesoro is my blood. I won't let him slip away. This sets the stage for epic legal showdowns, complete with tearful testimonies, surprise witnesses, and alliances shifting like sand. And let's not forget the explosive confrontation brewing between Sarah Horton and E.J. DiMera. Sarah, that fiery doctor who's endured paralysis, memory loss, and endless heartbreaks, is ready to unleash her pent-up rage. The episode teases a showdown that's been simmering for episodes. Sarah corners EJ in his opulent DiMera mansion, her voice trembling with accusation. "You caused the blackout, EJ. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. What else have you done to sabotage my life?" EJ, the suave villain with a penchant for manipulation, smirks initially but falters under her glare. The blackout refers to a mysterious power failure that led to chaos in the hospital, potentially tied to EJ's schemes for corporate dominance. But Sarah's grievances run deeper, blaming him for past manipulations involving her family, her career, and even her romantic entanglements. The scene escalates into a verbal sparring match. Accusations fly, glasses shatter against walls, and hidden truths bubble to the surface. Could this lead to physical altercations, alliances with unexpected allies, or even a romantic spark amid the hatred? In Days of Our Lives, hate and love are two sides of the same coin. As we wrap up this deep dive, let's reflect on the broader implications for Salem. This October 20th episode isn't just a collection of isolated dramas, it's a symphony of interconnected fates. Chunks' worry could draw her closer to old flames or enemies, Sophia's flight might uncover buried treasures from Salem's past, and the Tesoro custody saga could fracture friendships forever. Johnny and Chanel's weight might strengthen their resolve or expose cracks, while Javi and Leo's fears highlight the show's themes of found family and resilience. Sarah's clash with EJ? That's the spark that could ignite a full-blown war between the Hortons and DiMeras. We've expanded these stories with the drama they deserve, vivid scenes, emotional depths, and speculative futures that keep us hooked. If you're as obsessed as we are, hit that subscribe button, like this video or article if you're reading along, and drop your predictions in the comments. What do you think happens next? Will Sophia be found? Does Tesoro end up in the wrong hands? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.